Sandy from the Squishy Monster, and today we're going to make JapChae, which is just a combination of just chewy sweet potato noodles as well as stir-fried vegetables. So we have some garlic, and then we have some thinly sliced onion, as well as some pepper to taste, and some nice chewy starchy sweet potato noodles. I'm not very partial to this brand, it's just what was on sale. They have lots of different brands at your Asian supermarket. As well as sesame oil, some nice dark smoky sesame oil, sesame seeds for texture, sugar to kind of just have a nice balance between the soy sauce and the sugar and the sweetness, as well as some fresh crunchy bell red peppers, as well as some julienne carrots, some shiitake mushrooms, some fresh baby spinach, and in here I just have some soy sauce with some sesame oil and a little bit of sugar, and everything will be posted on my blog. So when your water is to a rolling boil like this, you want to go ahead and salt just a little bit to flavor the water, and I'm using 2 bundles of the noodles. So it's going to come with a little wrapper like this, and I'm going to go ahead and put 2 of those in here, and these will cook in less than 5 minutes, so keep your eye on them. So I cooked off my noodles and I put a bed of my baby spinach, and because the leaves are very tender, they'll wilt down in no time, so I don't find it necessary to cook them off and to deplete all the nutrition by submerging it in water. So basically you just have your not rinsed but just well drained noodles, and you want to go ahead and lubricate that with just a little bit of sesame oil, some toasted dark sesame oil. And I have some awful images of my mama making this for me, just scalding her hands, because you're supposed to do this when it's hot because the flavors don't get absorbed as well when you do it when it's cold. That's why you don't want to run it in cold water, and you want that starchiness because it creates nice flavors. So we want to go ahead and cook off our onions and our garlic first. And go ahead and create a bed of sorts with your onions, and then go ahead and slide in your garlic because you don't want to burn your garlic. And go ahead and just cook this off until it's a little translucent. And you can salt and pepper, but what I like to do is this mixture that I showed you in the beginning with my sesame oil, my sugar, and my soy sauce. I want to go ahead and kind of evenly distribute this in between all my veggies. So just a little drizzle or so. Right, so my onions are cooked off. I'm going to go ahead and slide all that in there. And then what I like to do is pepper each layer. And then we're going to cook off our mushrooms. And just a quick note about mushrooms, you just want to brush it off with a damp paper towel. You do not want to submerge them in water because they're a sponge and they're going to soak it all up, and you don't want that. So go ahead and put in dry mushrooms. And I'm using shiitake because that's what my mama likes to use. But you can use oyster or button mushrooms, cremini, portobello, whatever is on sale or you can find at your grocery store. Okay, and then add in your mushrooms. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to eat this. And then what I like to do is just add in my carrots and my bell peppers, and I like to cook them off not very long because I like that crunch. I like that freshness. So I'm just going to go ahead and flash saute them basically. You just put all my veggies in here after I stir-fried them, and then you have this leftover sauce. So you want to go ahead and drizzle the rest of the sauce on here just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in my sesame seeds, and you can add in as much or as little as you'd like, or if you don't like them you can take them out and keep them out. And then I have my this is some of the noodle water, and I just reserved just a little bit of that, and I want to go ahead and add that in there. And also, it's a little cheat because I'm going to have to mix this with my hands. And like I said, I have all these horrible images of my mama burning her hands, so it'll help cool it down. And then my leftover sesame oil that I used in the beginning to lubricate my noodles. And then just a little bit of sugar. And this right here, there's no specific formula per se. It's going to be all per taste. So like you go ahead and just taste it as you keep mixing and add in as little or as much as you'd like. So I'll post on my blog on the squishymonster.com approximate measurements what I like to use, but you can add or you know, minus as much as you would like. So go ahead with your hands, and you have to do this with your hands, you guys. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts around it. Because the noodles kind of act as a barrier, so no matter how much you go ahead and toss with the spoon, it's just not going to get it just as much as your hands will. And at this point, it's still hot, but to me, it's manageable. To you, if it's too hot, just wait a little bit longer. And go ahead and mix this whole beautiful mixture together. And of course, again, it looks like Christmas, right? I got Christmas on the brain, you guys. So go ahead and just keep mixing like that and see how it's coming together. And so if this bothers you, chunks of spinach like that, I think that it's really pretty personally, because you know what you're eating, you can see it with your eyes. I like that, and it's got that little bit of a bite. Like I always say, I like the bite. I like the bite of vegetables. I hate them when they're smooshy. Again, technical term. So if it bothers you, go ahead and blanch them if you'd like. But I'm using baby spinach, so not a big deal. So it's coming together very nicely. I'll go ahead and plate, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Mom and Dad should be here soon, so I'm going to share this with them. And I hope you guys share this with your family too, because I'm thinking that this is going to be a really fun dinner for you guys to kind of venture out on, because it's colorful, it's chewy, so it's going to be nice to slurp this with your kids. It's fun and colorful, and it's so accessible. This, from start to finish, was done in 20 minutes. So you can't beat that, and it's got such amazing flavors and textures to it. I'm going to go ahead and go and get a bite. Veggies have a major crunch to them. It's a beautiful balance between sweet and salty. Love it. Hope you guys love it too. And thanks so much for spending time with me, you guys. This was the Squishy Monster, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.